Hey, this is the snowman. Checking to see how everyone's doing today. James had court. It sure didn't come out too good for him. He did not show up. He did video chat. So did both lawyers. Alice Hilton's lawyer and my public defender. James told the judge that he wanted his $250 a month. Plus, he wants the estate to pay all his bills. And he wants an allowance for the 3 kids. And he wants Jerry's check back. The judge told him he's not getting anything but $250 a month, period. That is what the will says. When it comes to me going to jail, my lawyer and Alice's lawyer asked him, "Do you know that the cameras were there?" He said yes. So, I mean, I wasn't hiding. He knew they were there. He even took an oath and said they were there. The funny thing is, the oath, he also said there was 3 cameras in that house. One in her bedroom, one in her kitchen, and one in the living room. Well, I'm sorry, guys. There's not one in her bedroom. I am not going to watch no 90-year-old woman get dressed or undressed. I mean, you all can say what you want. I'm saying what I want. I mean, James, you're saying everybody's ripping you off. You're so smart, James. Get on that big old fat $3,000 computer you got there. Punch in Clay County High School. Punch Larry Frost Jr., and they'll show you he got a full scholarship. Your mom didn't pay 1 penny of his scholarship. You're just pissed because she didn't pay yours. Me, I ain't paid rent in 7 years. Buddy, my rent's been there every month except 1 month, and your mom let me slide for a month. But I have paid her off, and I got receipts for everything. You say that it's the school's fault. Your kid come down sick at the school. You told the school to take him to the hospital. Do you really think the school's responsibility is to take one child to the hospital when they got 1,300 other kids to take care of? Yours is more important than 1,300 others. Anybody want to come in? You're welcome to come in. James, you say you're going to put me in jail. Well, guess what? I'm not in jail and I'm not going to jail. Are you going to put Jim in jail? No, you cannot put Jim in jail. Are you going to go put Secular Opinion in jail? No, you cannot put Secular Opinion in jail. You won't fight Secular Opinion because you say something about the courts. The courts don't have to know nothing about it. You're just scared. Period. You talk a lot of garbage, but you can't prove it. You'd probably have friends on here if you quit lying about things, James. Be truthful about stuff. Let's be real. Why did the cops get called on your wife? Because she blacked Aunt Alice's eye? Because you wasn't giving her medicine, so she's flipping out? You don't think we found out? Your wife told us. How many diapers did you change of your kids? James, I changed more in one day than you did the whole time any of them was in your home. And you got 3 kids. You know, you talk like you're a good father and you're this, you're that. You ain't nothing. You ain't even been up there to see them in 6 months. Have you even been up to see your mom's tombstone yet? No. Have you figured out who paid for your mom's funeral, James? I can tell you who did that. That was me. Even though you told everybody nobody can pay it but you. You're full of it, James. They're going to take in, if you're going to hand them $7,000 to pay somebody, they're going to take the $7,000 and bury that person. You think everybody's out to rip somebody off? The only one ripping people off are you. Scum like you. And I'm not reading what everyone's writing over here on the side. I appreciate it. I will read it all later. I just think it's funny. Me and Seckler are supposed to be going live, but I kind of jumped the gun about 8 minutes. I got a laptop now, so I can get on YouTube. Seckler did get a few things wrong. No, the lawyers were not in the courtroom. The only one that was in that courtroom was the bailiff, the judge, the typewriter girl, me, and my wife. And then a lawyer come in right at the end. The 2 lawyers, which one was Alice's and one was mine. Mine's the public defender. They were both video chatting too. So that one we could figure it out. You know, they talked to James. James was swore in on the bench and he lied. He said, I posted it on YouTube. I did not post nothing on YouTube. I did not give Seckler Opinion the video. I posted it on Facebook on accident because I was sending her granddaughter pictures of her grandmother on Mother's Day. Think about that, Mother's Day. You know, James don't know nothing. And James, before you run your mouth, you ought to find out the truth. Because all you do is run your mouth. John, I hear you calling me out. You want to call me out? I'm sorry. I'm a little far away from you. But if you're dying for a fight, I do have a brother that does live in New York City. I mean, he can meet you at any park you want to meet at. But you better make sure you take your phone because you might have to call an ambulance when he's done with you. You know, I'm one of these kind of guys. I don't play games. I don't lie. I don't steal. I don't cheat. I believe in God Almighty. Do I do perfect? No, I am not perfect in God's eyes. None of us are. I like some of that stuff like Miss Parker likes it. And Grumpy Lobster likes. Yeah, that's me. None against them. I love them. I love all the videos. I love Seckler Opinion. I love you all. You know, I'm glad that you guys finally noticed that the Frost does not have nothing to do with this. We don't want nothing Alice has. We have our own lives. But I don't think Alice wants Irby to have anything because look at the way he treated her. He lived there 30 years. Never cut the grass, never cleaned the sidewalks, never took her garbage out, never brought her hot food. What did he get her for Christmas? What did he get her for her birthday? Did he get her a cake and ice cream? I did. I also got her a gift, and I also got her 3 roses. And there's pictures of that. I can prove Things that you say, James, you can't prove. When you can prove it on paper with a notary, then I'll believe it. But you better get a notary to sign it first, because that's the only way I'm going to believe it. I mean, I'm done playing games. You know, you wanted to take me to court and try to put me in jail. Well, it backfired on you. Did I want you to go to jail? Kinda, yeah, I did. I really don't, but I do. I mean, I literally think you quit giving your mom her pills, and if I could prove it wrong that you wasn't giving them to her, I would put you in jail. I should have literally had them draw her blood the day she went in that hospital, and had to make sure her pills were all in her. I was told not to post videos of you around your mother's accident or her death. I have not. That one that I posted was 6 months before the accident. So you can't really get me on nothing like that. You know them cameras are there. I mean, you've already stole them once and I had to buy another set. 2, I'm not the one that put the cameras in there, so you are messed up there. I know who did, but it wasn't me, and I can prove it. James, has them cameras ever saved your mom's life? Because I remember a year and a half before the accident, when them cameras, a month after them cameras went in, your mother fell, and I had to call the fire department, the fireman, Ron Combs, to come and check on your mom. And when he got there 2 minutes later, he said your mom was on the floor. So I ran over there in 2 more minutes, and me and him got her off the floor. I showed her 3 fingers and she told me 2, so I sent her to the hospital. Oh, I forgot. You couldn't get her off the floor with Ron because you got a bad back. I got a bad heart. You think your back's more important than my... Oh, yeah, I forgot. You're more important than anybody in the world. You're the best father in the world. You know, I want to... When have you ever made them spaghetti and meatballs? Real spaghetti and meatballs, not in a can. When's the last time you made them a dinner, not a TV dinner? You want to talk about being a father? Them are things you're supposed to do. You don't feed your kids junk food and say, hey, here you go. Yeah, pizza once a week's okay, but not every night. Duh. People, I'm probably going to get Secular Opinion mad at me because I'm already posting live. I don't know if he's seeing me or what's going on. I'm off Facebook at the present second because I wanted to be on here. I am just so mad, and I'm happy too, because now I know I'm not going to jail. There's no ifs, ands, and buts. I've seen the lawyer. I've seen the judge. I even talked to the bailiff. So, yeah, I know I'm not going to jail. I mean, what else do y'all want to know? I mean, the reason the cops were called on Andrea, because she hit Alice. And she did apologize the day that we were talking about the funeral. So I appreciate that, Andrea. And I still talk to Andrea every single day. So, I mean, James, you missed court yesterday. What are you thinking? Your court case for your kids, you told the judge today it was yesterday. So you lied to her, or you just didn't go and said, forget your kids. Personally, I don't think you want kids, James. You just want their money. That's all it is. And you're lucky I don't have a big enough place, because if I did, I would take full custody of your kids and you'd be off the property by tomorrow morning. I don't play games. You're lucky I am not in good enough shape to take over them kids, because I sure would be. Then you'd be in big trouble. You wouldn't be getting nothing. And you only get that $250 a month until the last two, Jerry and his twin sister, turns 21. After that, there is no money. All you won't have nothing coming in. The girls will have their rent money still coming in. So think about that, James. Thank you, everybody out there, for letting me get on here, speak a little bit. I see a lot of you saying stuff. I'm going to start glimpsing over and looking at it, see if there's any questions that you guys are asking, and see if Todd, I talk to her every day because she likes to have a friend. She needs a friend to talk to tell her that she's doing a good job of going to school and trying to get her driver's license. I've always told to help people keep their spirits up. It makes them feel better. I mean, do you tell an ugly girl she's ugly? No. Me personally, there's no girl in this world that is ugly. They're all beautiful inside. They might not look perfect what you like, but I mean, a lot of people are different. Some people like them fat girls. Some people like skinny girls. Some people like big breasted ones. Some like little breast. I mean, we're all different. We're all human. And then there's some that don't care what they look like. They'll just do anything. Like James. Yes, he only gets $250 a month. That's it. Wilson, can you tell him I'm over here live? I just turned my Facebook back on. I just told him I am live. He wants to go through Facebook. I told him I got a tablet that people can see me and I can see messages and talk to people. So he says it's easier for him to do it this way. Well, let me shut my online off real quick and I'll come to you. But right now, I was going to see if you just wanted to come over here. I kind of invited him here if somebody wants to send him the invite to it. If he don't, then I'm going to get off here and I'm going to go live with him through Facebook. Hold on, people. Take a break. Grab you a drink. Grab you something to eat. You there? Yeah, I was just say I have to hit my picture button because your voice was really low. I'm live right now.
Okay.
Literally.
I don't want to share the camera.
What's that?
You want to share the video? Just a second. All right. I don't want to share my camera though.
Okay, well, that's why I was asking. Do you want to just come over to mine? I mean, I don't have to see your picture. You can block your picture. I don't need your picture.
All right. Okay, so we're live both spots. Simultaneous here. Just give me a second. All right, give me a second. All right, folks, we're going to shut Von Helton down. You should be receiving my transmission. We have Larry on the live, and I believe, Larry, you're live on your channel as well?
I sure am live right now. I got 11 viewers.
We are double live, folks. We're doing it. We're doing it. Good to see that you are a free man.
Yes, I am a free man. And
Okay,
and no worries over my head.
No worries. Okay, well, that's good to hear. Maybe you can back it up and tell us exactly what's going on, because we're a little unclear. What was actually going on? What was Vaughn trying to do?
Well, what happened is we all went to court. The only ones that was in the court was the judge, the police officer, and that lady that types, me and my wife. Both lawyers. Alice Hilton's main lawyer was there on the video chat, and my public defender was video chat, and Irvy was video chat. Stinky was verbal chatting. So Alice's paperwork is all done. All my paperwork is done. It's all been turned in. The will is effective right now. Everything is supposed to be perfect. They got it all done today. We went into my case, and he's getting me for posting the video on Facebook. But he didn't say on Facebook. He's getting me for posting the video on YouTube. Here's the problem. I never posted that picture on YouTube. I posted it on Facebook because of my big fat finger hit the wrong button, and it was supposed to go to the family members and his niece, his stepsister's kid is who it was named for, because it was Mother's Day. She wanted some pictures of her grandmother. Hey, I see no problems with that. James.
Okay, but this where it gets confusing, just a sec, Larry, because he's implicating me. This is something to do with the camera footage, right?
Yes, and then he said that you turned around and you posted it on YouTube, and he wants me and you both put in jail. And he's going to start with me. The judge says, she asked him to come up, act like he's going to the bench. He swore him in, and he sat down on that bench, and my lawyer said, "Did you know the cameras were there?" He said, "Yes." And they said, "Well, that's your problem. If you knew them cameras were there, they record, he's watching everything."
So just some people are a little unclear, Larry, so just clear it up. There was some cam footage from the kitchen of Vaughn yelling at his mom.
Yes.
And Vaughn was trying to charge you with it, and then we're in some kind of conspiracy, because I had a copy of it. He actually named me in court.
Yes, he literally named you in court and said he was going to put you in jail, and he's called up there and talked to a bunch of people. The bailiff, the police officer that sits in the courtroom, his face turned beet red, and he smiled at me. I knew he was ready to bust out laughing.
So what did the judge say when he started saying he wanted to bring a guy from Canada down and charge him for this?
She says there's no way that you can charge him for nothing. He can do whatever he wants. He's Canada. This is a different country. This ain't a different state. This is a different country.
Right. And in the end, there was nothing illegal anyways. Vaughn knew what the camera was there, and he...
Yeah, and that's what both lawyers asked him. Did you know the cameras were there? And he says, yes, I know them cameras were there. Then what? I mean, so what? I posted something that he has posted out there for 10 years. that the neighbor stole the money. The neighbor got tractors from Jim. Jim's got 25 million from his mommy. I stole over 2 million from his mommy. I'm sending my kid to college on his mommy's money. I can prove to everybody how my son's going to college. Look up the name. Look up the school. They'll tell you right there. It tells you right on the bulletin board. Larry James Frost got a full scholarship.
Well, good for him.
And then he was out there threatening everybody a couple months ago. Anybody that's got kids going back to college, he's going to stop them and get them thrown out of college.
Oh, wow. So he wants to attack people's kids.
Yeah, to me, I took that as he was attacking me personally. Because I don't know you guys, so I don't know if any of you guys got kids in college, but I do.
Right.
You know, so to me, that's an attack right on me.
Yeah, and your kid.
And my kid.
For your kid's education. Yeah. Wow. So, as I understand it, Larry, when Von Helton received the news in court today that his dreams were falling through the sewer grate, he wasn't too happy. You said he was bickering with the judge?
Well, yeah, he was. I mean, I'm going hungry. I've been waiting 3 months. What am I supposed to do? My bills ain't paid. I'm starving. Jim and Millie didn't give me August and September's $250. What am I supposed to do? Jim and Millie paid the light bill to make sure it was paid because it was over $340 for 1 month. And right now, my light bills are running me $130, and I'm running 3 air conditioners in the house.
Wow.
So I don't know how he's getting a $300 light bill.
Maybe he's running a cash crop.
He got to be running something big. He got to be running 4 or 5 computers up in there.
Well, that'd be a lot of computers. Is that Moz still combined, or is that just his trailer?
That's just his trailer.
Wow. Well, last I heard, he was missing vents and stuff out of the bottom.
Well, that was going to be my next talk. We did get flooded down here. Yes, I did get flooded too, but did it touch my house? No. The water did nowhere near my house. And I've posted pictures on Facebook. My front yard is gone. My truck got halfway buried. My road got wiped out where we couldn't leave the road for 5 days.
Right.
But the good thing, yes, I heard his duct work got washed away. But ain't that a good thing? Because it was full of kid shit.
Right.
Remember, the kids shit and pissed in that.
I'm just saying if he's got open vents and he's still running air conditioning, that's just dumping all the air.
He don't care. That's probably where it's all going. He probably didn't even cover them up.
Wow.
You know, the good thing is under the trailer got clean because it was all underwater. So it all might have got cleaned out. So maybe we can get somebody up under there to put some new ductwork in. You know,
why even bother? It'd just be bowled over when he has to move. I don't think anyone's going to keep that fucking trailer.
Well, I wouldn't keep it. I would definitely bulldoze it over, but it's going to be up to the kids. I don't know. I mean, really, to me, if that man and woman adopts them kids, that literally means them kids belong to them, and they can go in on the trust fund. They will control the money. They will control the properties. Not the lawyers, not Uncle Jim. They control it.
Interesting.
You know, it's just like he told the judge. He wants $250 a month. He wants us to pay all his bills. We're supposed to give him an allowance for the 3 kids, and he wants Jerry's check.
What did they say?
She said there ain't no way that's going to happen. You're going to get the $250 a month until the money is gone, and that's all you get.
Right. And you said he showed up to court with no lawyer. He's defending himself. And
he's defending. Well, he said that his lawyer, like yesterday, his lawyer was supposed to tell him about the court date for the kids. He told us last week his lawyer quit on him. He did a video and said his lawyer quit.
Yeah, the one for the kids.
Yeah, and the lawyer for this one quit on him too.
Oh wow.
I want he says that we're paying everybody. No, people, we're not paying them. We ain't rich like that. We're all poor people down here. You know what it is? They're all listening to him. They realize it's all a lie, and they laugh at him and say, we can't help you. That is all it's to it. You know, James might not be a bad guy if he would quit lying and quit talking a bunch of garbage shit. You know, but that's never going to happen.
No. He's an old dog. He's not learning new tricks. So he goes in, he defends himself. He's trying to bring charges against you. He names me.
Yep.
And they basically tell him it's tough luck. Keep your mouth shut if you don't want to broadcast all over the internet.
Right. I mean, I wanted to talk to the judge, and the judge says, Larry, would you like to be sworn in? My lawyer, my public defender looked at me, Larry, don't say a word. I looked right at the judge, and I said, no, ma'am, the boss told me not to say nothing, so I say nothing. I do not want to be on the stand. And she said, no problem.
Yeah, I think it fell on its face of its own merits. I don't think you had to say anything.
Right. She didn't want me to get up there and hurt myself. She knew it was beaten already. Because the only question she kept asking him, did you know the cameras were there? You knew the cameras were there and recording. Okay, then, that's it.
Yeah, there's not too much more to say about
that. That camera saved her life once before, and if I would have been up early enough, it might have saved her life then. He said he thinks that I'm supposed to watch that camera 24/7. I need sleep too.
Well, even though, all that aside, he did find her and left her there.
And that's exactly. And the weirdest thing is, ain't he a night owl? Ain't he the one that's up all night long? He could have went over there in the middle of the night and checked on her, made sure she was okay.
Well, when he did, he found her and left her.
Well, yeah, but when he found her, then he left her, right? So, nothing's come out of that yet, too. So I'm still waiting to hear anything about that.
Yeah.
It's just like I said earlier before I got on with you on my live video. If I really would have thought about it and I would have had the power, I would have made sure they drew blood from her and make sure all her pills were in her. Because I literally think he wasn't giving her pills every day like he was supposed to. I can't prove it. But he always told everybody, as soon as I had a chance to get her off them pills, I'm taking her off them pills.
Right. Oh, he's done it before.
Right, and that could have made her collapse there.
Yeah. Well, he's playing with her medication and stuff. Yeah. Not a good look for Vaughn.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to ask my lawyer, why do I have to appear in court, but he can go video chatting to the courthouse? Why can't I video chat? I'm the man that's barely walking. I'm a man that's in a wheelchair. This man could at least still walk. I'm paying somebody $20 to drive me down to the courthouse and back. But he can't even go to court.
No. Well, is he even driving that truck still, or is it just out of gas, done?
I think it's out of gas, and he ain't got no money to put no gas in it. I know that one guy, Solar Opinion or something.
Solar Marshall?
Okay, it could be that. He's been sending him dog food money.
Yeah.
I was going to tell him he might want to send a little more because James might be eating dog food this week.
Well, James seems to be eating pretty good for a guy that has no money. I don't get where he's getting all his... He's got food stamps and stuff.
Yeah, well, them don't last long. Not when you're going to the dollar store to spend them.
Well, he's been eating White Castle burgers and.
Well, buddy, he must be driving. If he's eating White Castle burgers, he's driving a long way to get them because there ain't no White Castle within 100 miles of here.
Well, he's just getting those pre-frozen.
Oh, well, yeah, that's the dollar store. I bet he's paying $8 for 6 of them.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. That's what I mean. He's just wasting his money.
Yeah, I mean, I go to Save a Lot and get 20 of them for that $8.
So, I mean, I had a bit of a theory. I thought maybe Vaughn was panicking because he knows that I challenged him to that ring match. That maybe he's trying to throw me in jail to avoid that.
Oh, he's chickening out. He says that he don't want to get all of his court cases all messed up. And if he fights you, then he's going to be in trouble with the courts because he can't get in no trouble. That's a bunch of bull. That is a bunch of bull. Nobody has to know about it.
Oh, I got you for sure. I wish I could have been there to see him fighting with the judge, though.
Well, I wish he would have been there and went off on the judge because I think he would have got arrested.
Now, was he yelling or just bickering?
More like a bickering, a little loud, but bickery. You know how he brings his voice up a little bit.
And he was trying to claim that he's starving and he's somehow entitled to more money?
Yeah, he told her he ain't eaten in about a week and a half and his bills are like 2 months overdue.
Right.
But Millie and Jim paid his light bill last month and the water bill.
I think that by bills he just means his internet, cable, phone.
That ain't our response. That wasn't no response. Well, I think they're gonna now. The lawyer and Jim was talking. Instead of them paying his bills, they're just gonna send him a $250 check. And if his lights is $300, he better give the whole $250 to the light company because that's all he's got. Right now, Jim and Millie's taking a little extra off the kitty when his bill is over the $300 mark. They're giving him the money out of the bank account for that bill. And I'm complaining about it. I'm a renter, so that means my money is paying for him.
Now, did he try to tell the judge that he had a week and a half, or in a week and a half he has no money?
A week and a half he ain't ate.
Oh, he's so full of shit. He's been on streams the last couple of weeks eating.
Well, he eats every time he's on stream.
He's on stream eating junk food.
Yeah, exactly. Junk food. And that's all he gave his kids, too, Seckler. That's all he fed his kids. I mean,
I'm just saying that's just lied in court.
Yeah.
You can prove it.
Yeah, I mean, I can prove that. I mean,
I'd grab those videos next time he tries to make that claim in court, give that to the lawyer, say there he is eating all week. He's telling the court he hasn't eaten a week and a half and he needs money.
Right. It's like I told the lawyer, my public defender, how come he's getting me in trouble for posting this video? How come I cannot get him in trouble for saying I'm stealing his mom's money? How can he not get in trouble for saying that Jim stole $25 million from his mother?
Right.
When the woman never had over $700,000.
Right.
And then think, after $700,000, she come down here and bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 properties and sold one of them.
Right.
Sold 2 of them now because she sold Big Irvy's.
Gotcha.
I thought it was funny. I was watching one of the back videos, and it was part of your video you were recording, where when he was talking about the funeral home, he was trying to con everybody out of that $7,000.
Oh yeah.
I kept posting, guys. Hello, I paid it. It's paid for. And he like, who paid for it? Like, who paid for it? Who does he think paid for it? His God? His God didn't pay for it. His mother paid for it. She had her money. She knew what it was going to cost her. Me and her looked that up a year before that. We talked to the funeral home. Her tombstone was already up on top of the hill waiting.
Right. 100%.
And then he says we stuck her by a dog. Ask him if he's any of you go live with him, any of his friends with him. Ask him, has he been up there to see his mom's grave? Tell him take a picture and prove it to me. I'll bet you I'll bet anybody $100 he ain't been up there yet.
No, I don't think he has. I don't think he's even visited the grave once.
And Secular, if there's any betting going on, I got $1,000 on you.
All right, thanks. Well, we'll see. I don't think he'll man up.
Well, it's enough to get started.
Well, see, there you go, folks. We got the ball rolling. Von Helton, if you're watching, and I know you are, challenge accepted. We'll get this thing going. We'll sign waivers, so there's no legal responsibility.
I got 7 watching, and I know you probably got about 200 of them watching.
Yeah, we're almost there. Yeah. So, folks, there we go.
Yeah, I got Mr. Todd over here on my side.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
And Wilson.
So, yeah. All right. Well, I mean, yeah. So that's what's been going on. That's that part of the court. Now, to be clear to people in the audience, it has nothing to do with his kids or anything like that.
No, it had nothing to do with his kids. But he did tell the judge he was supposed to go to court yesterday for the kids, and his lawyer didn't tell him, so he didn't make it.
Well, I didn't think he had a lawyer anymore.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Last week he said the lawyer quit on him, but he told the judge today that his lawyer never let him know. He lied to the judge.
Again, that's perjury. That's 2 counts, folks.
And on the stand, he was sworn in.
I'm telling you, the videos are there, Larry.
No, I know.
The videos are there. Wow, folks. Vaughn, that could be trouble for you.
So, I mean, he wants to try to get me in trouble. I can backfire the other way, too.
Oh, I got you. Wow. Well, I think that's the update. I think that's as far as we can go with it for now.
Yeah, we don't know much more. All we can do is wait and see now. I think them foster parents are going to get full custody of the kids. And I think they're going to control everything after that.
Yeah, well, I mean, they'll stay within the purview of the law. It's still the kids when they turn 21. But yeah, it won't be Vaughn.
Yeah, Vaughn. Well, they literally, if they take control, they can kick Vaughn off the property.
Yeah, well, we'll see how that all plays out, especially if they liquidate the property. It's going to be moving time for Vaughn, but we'll see how that all plays out. That's another case for another day. But the conclusion, the recap is you're a free man.
I'm a free man.
They laughed the case right out of court.
Yep. Well, she said she'll contact me within a week or 2 and let me know if there's going to be another court date or not.
Right.
That's exactly how she told me.
I guess to wrap it up, they basically told him to shut his mouth.
Yes.
He doesn't want it repeated.
Yeah, because she says that all he's going to get is the $250, and he started saying, "Oh, I want this and I want this." All you're getting is $250. That's it. Stop.
Right. And as far as trying to get me, she basically said, "Not a chance." You're
not a chance. Not a chance to even touch you.
That is from the judge, folks.
And I was there live. I didn't do video chat with the judge. I was there live.
Right. Well, I thank you, Larry. I think that's where we're going to leave it. That's our recap for today. Thank you for keeping us all updated.
No problem. And I'm still live, Seckler. So if you want to listen to a little more, you're welcome to come over and visit.
All right. I'll drift over and check that out, put it on the background. And Von Helton, if you're watching, I mean, I'm sure he'll give us a response. But we'll see. He's kind of a coward, so he'll never come on and defend himself. But
oh, he'll be on. It's just going to take him a minute. He'll get on.
Him and J-Dubs will be hugging each other later. And
yeah. He might want to go live with J-Dub.
Maybe not. J-Dubs might be looking for a new place to live soon, too. So.
Oh, J-Dub might be trying to move to Kentucky, and that'd be the worst mistake, the way he's calling me out.
Right. Well, yeah, let's save that conversation for another time, too. So, okay, Larry, have a good night.
You too. Later. Okay, people, I'm sorry I had to do that. I don't know if some of you stayed with me or some went over into secular opinions. We pretty well got it all wrapped up. I mean, there ain't much more I can really say. Yeah, a lot of people can't afford the five and dime. I can't afford nothing but save a lot if I'm lucky. Or the church giving away free food. I don't know how many of you guys got kids, but I got two teenage boys that we've took Larry to Burger King. He sat and ate like 8 Whoppers and wanted to know what was for dinner. These are growing boys. And all 4 of my boys are that way. They love food. They love to eat. Yeah, one, that's pretty tough, but I got 2 and one's gone to college right now, so that takes a little burden off me because I ain't feeding him. He's got to feed himself and he pays for it in the long run after he graduates because he's got financial aid helping him with his room and his food. Everything else was a scholarship. And they're telling me my son Arnold might be able to graduate in January because he only needs 2 credits. And if all his classes he gets A's, he could graduate in January. So that makes me happy there. Wilson, I was already live with Secular. Why would I talk to Adrian every day? Someone to talk to because she needs a friend. Yeah, Dollar Store is a fancy eating in Kentucky. They're more expensive for what I pay there. I can go to Save a Lot and get 2 or 3 meals. I only got 12. Oh, my post went up. Good. Now I got 12 people. 14. Come on, people. Keep coming. I like to see them numbers climb. I don't know if you watched Secular today or not, but I'm here today. Told Secular I wanted to go live, and he waited till 9, and I kind of played with my laptop, and I went live myself. Letting people know what happened at the courthouse today. I did not go to jail. And I'm not going to go to jail. Vaughn said he wanted $250 a month plus pay his bills, plus give him an allowance for the kids, plus give him Jerry's Social Security check. The judge told him no way, he ain't getting none of it. The only thing he's getting is the $250 a month. That is it. You know, he talks bad about his mother, but then he complains that she only left him $250. I wonder why she left him $250. If my kid treated me like that, I would have busted that butt a long time ago and never left him a thing. I appreciate you. Oh, we're getting more coming in now. Yeah. I mean, I don't know about any of you, but my mother and father are both gone, and I miss them dearly. And there is nobody or nothing that will ever replace them in my heart besides my own children. And if I would have treated my mother or even my father that way, I would have got knocked across the room. No playing games. I would have been knocked across the room. You know, my mother was my world. My grandparents were my world. You know, to me, Miss Alice, in the last 2, 3 years of her life, she was like my mother. If I needed help when my mom died, she loaned me money to go to my mom. When her birthday came up, we got her the cake and ice cream. I posted a video. Everybody has seen it. Happy birthday, Aunt Alice. Miss Alice will be missed very, very much. But, you know, I kind of knew it was going to happen. Like, I've talked to some of the family members. I do not talk to James about it. But, you know, a week before this accident happened, Miss Alice told me a couple of times that her brother Floyd and her dad was just there, and they kept telling her it was time to come home. And it didn't make sense to me, and not at all. No sense at all. But when I sit back and thought about it for a minute, I think she wasn't lying to me. Her dad and her brother Floyd were both there, and she was going home. Not the home she lived in, but the home of heaven. So, I mean, I don't, that to me, that is it. You know, I don't know if everybody knows this, but her father was really close to God. The man predicted the day he would die and the time he would die 30 years before that. My battery is running low. I'm getting off of here. I got my son calling me from college. Y'all have a good night, and I hope to see y'all soon. Bye. Hold on.